Alrighty, what's up everyone? It is your boy, Brontison5 here, and today I am gonna be restarting my playthrough of one of my favorite Sonic games, or one of my favorite 3D Sonic games of all time, and that is going to be Sonic Frontiers, which released back in 2022, nearly 4 years ago. I was in the middle of doing a playthrough of this game back in this in between December and January. However, I had to cancel it because YouTube's BS AI decided to revoke me from my YouTube partner program and my mod. Oh my god, let me rephrase. I was in the middle of this playthrough back in December and January until YouTube's stupid ass AI decided to disable my AdSense account for YouTube, and I had to deal with fighting against the YouTube specialists and agents for a whopping 6 months. And it was not until last week where they finally relented, gave themselves up, and let me have my monetization back. Thank freaking goodness. So with this, I can finally earn income for my content, such as my videos, streams, and shorts. And I do intend on making this a full-time job. The only thing left now is to try to reach 4,000 watch hours, so that I can finally monetize my videos. So what I plan to do is that I will be creating content every week, apart from these streams. So the next video that I will be doing is gonna be Mega Man 10. Then the next video I'll be doing is Mega Man 10. So that means I'll have to do some practice runs on that game, like I did the past few games. Let's see, the past 11 games. How many games did I cover? Let me double check. But I'll take the moment to greet the chat. Really, PC? Oh my god. All right, so my PC, of course, apparently my PC knew I was gonna stream this game, so it decided to glitch up and cause an audio desync. Wonderful. All right, so I may have to. Okay, so it may be a while before. It may very likely be a while before I start the game, because it may be a while before I start the game, because now I gotta deal with the audio desync, and there's literally nothing I can do to prevent it. Because I do not want that. I do not want that happening right now. But anyways, before I got rudely interrupted there, I'm gonna check how many games I did in the Mega Man retrospective. So let's see. All right, so I cover 12 games. All right, so it's gonna be the same as I did for the past 12 games. So I will be doing practice runs. I will try to learn some speed running tricks and all that. Since I'm not one who prefers to play casually. And then yeah, that'll be pretty much it. So I will be getting that out this month. Alrighty. Anyways, I'm gonna greet the chat. All right, welcome Jess. All right, so it's just you in the stream. Anyways, how are you doing? And yes, you already told me in my recent community tab post. I already know that you got your Chromebook laptop. That's great. I'm glad that it was ordered for you. Alrighty. Okay, so alrighty, so all right. I guess before I start the game, and because of that random audio desync, I think it's probably gonna last maybe either from like 30 minutes to an hour. It already happened in my Shadow of 5 stream. So, let me double check here. Yeah, I think there's an audio desync. Alrighty, so alright. I guess before I start the game, and because of that random audio desync, I think it's probably gonna last maybe either from like 30 minutes to an hour. It already happened in my Shadow of 5 stream. So, let me double check here. Yeah, I think there's an audio desync. Let me check one more time. All right, you know what? I'm gonna do this right now. I'm just gonna. I really wish my PC would just stop doing this all the freaking time. Or should I just go anyway? Because I don't want to risk losing viewers. I don't want to risk losing viewers. You know what? Screw it. Come on. I did not wait 6 months for this. Where my PC just randomly decided to just glitch up and cause the audio desync, so it's gonna last from like maybe 30 minutes to an hour. Oh, that's wonderful. But anyways, like I was saying, I am going to be restarting my playthrough of Sonic Frontiers. Before YouTube and Google disabled my AdSense account, I was in the middle of. I think I left off on Chaos Island. I think it was during part 4 of my first initial playthrough. And yeah, and that's when I had to cancel it, and then I moved to Twitch, and then I used that, and then I streamed on there in the span of 6 months while waiting for someone from the AdSense team to approve my appeal for the YouTube Partner Program. And I began doing other playthroughs like Shadow of 5, and a couple of other games, and then I even did Sonic Racing Crossroads. I collabed with Phantom as well as those other guys from Discord. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah. All right. So unfortunately, so you guys are probably going to be hearing the audio desync. Unfortunately, so like I said, it lasts from either up to 30, 40 minutes or even up to an hour. Since I did watch the VOD of my Shadow of 5 stream, and I think that lasted up to an hour. Alrighty. So yeah, we're just gonna keep it like this. Alrighty. Might as well just start the game anyway or whatever. So I think it persists no matter which scene on OBS I'm using right now. Alrighty. So anyways, so we're gonna be playing Sonic Frontiers, and I will be doing a full playthrough of this game. I've only beaten this game in full 3 times. The first time I played this game was, I think a couple of weeks after it first released in 2022, and I played the PS4 version of the game. At the time of this game's release, I did not own a PlayStation 5. It was not until April of 2023 in which I finally got to purchase the system for the first time. And the first game I played for it, the first game I played for it was the PS5 version of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and my first digital PS5 game was Sonic Origins. So yeah, and since then, and I'm pretty thankful to have purchased this PS5, literally 3 years before they decided to increase the price of it, going from 500 up to 900. I think it depends on which country you live in, because because of the whole tariffs thing with with that who as our current president. You probably know what I mean, but yeah, it sucks, and it's another thing. And I really fear for how much the PlayStation 6 is going to cost, like probably up to $1,000, which is going to be freaking insane. But yeah, enough about that. Let's finally get into the game. Alright, let's do this. Alright, hopefully this game's audio is not loud or anything. Well, I will double check the audio just in case. Alrighty, so here is Sonic Frontiers release for the PlayStation 4 and 5, as well as the Xbox One, Series X, and Nintendo Switch. And also, by the way, so it's pretty convenient that I regained my monetization, as there's been a lot of discussion about the definitive edition version of this game. Let me look it up. I forget. I'm trying to remember what those guys on Twitter were talking about. It was like Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition or something, right? Let me look it up. Give me a second. Yeah, so there's been a lot. So there's been a lot of discussion about a definitive edition version of Sonic Frontiers, in which I think Sega or one of the other official accounts have revealed that there's gonna be, I don't know, there's gonna be some news for it or something. Um, I believe so. Like in the, oh my god, I'm already forgetting a lot of things about this. Let's see, I'm trying to look for it on Twitter. Okay, so it looks like people thought that there's gonna be a Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition trailer or something like that in the Nintendo Direct that happened yesterday, but there was none of that. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised there's gonna be a potential remaster of this game. So I feel like Sega is pretty much just gonna do what Insomniac Games did with their first Spider-Man game, to where they made a remastered port of that game, despite it being 2 years old by that point, which was in 2020, as that game first released in 2018. But yeah, it's kind of fun and crazy though, because a lot of people would prefer to see, a lot of the older Sonic games, like, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, like all those games on current gen consoles. But then again, nowadays people just emulate those games. So what's really the difference, or maybe the fact that Sega can make a lot of money out of them. I don't freaking know. But yeah, anyway, that's enough about that. Anyways, so the last time I played Sonic Frontiers was, I think, since I canceled my initial playthrough. But yeah, it's not. So I am gonna be. Starting from that. I cannot speak. I am gonna be starting from scratch again. So hopefully no weird shenanigans happen, and also my initial playthrough this game, to where I did have to move it to Twitch, to where I did play through the second island, and then and I think parts 2 and 3, which unfortunately I was not able to save the VODs from Twitch. Not able to save the VODs from Twitch. I did play through the second island before moving back to YouTube for part 4. So yeah, big mistake. Anyways, all right, so we are gonna start a new game. All right, so this game has 4 different difficulty settings. So it's got easy, normal, hard, and extreme. Easy is recommended for those who want to focus more on the story. Normal is recommended for those who want a balance between story and challenging foes. And hard is recommended for those who want challenging battles and something extra. And extreme is for battle-hardened veterans. Taking a single hit will mean game over. Game difficulty cannot be changed partway. So pretty much what this is that this is essentially a no damage playthrough. So you take a single hit, you're dead. So I'm not going to be doing that in this playthrough. So we are going to be doing the hard. So we are going to be playing this in hard mode. And in this one, it says right here, you can select the settings that fit your style of play. These can be changed in more detail at any time during the game in options. So it's got action style, which says it's recommended for people who are not familiar with Sonic games. And it's got high speed style, to which it says it's recommended for people who are used to playing Sonic games. And as a longtime Sonic fan for 21 years, I know every single bits and pieces about the franchise, as my first ever Sonic game was Sonic Heroes that I first played as a 5-year-old back in 2005. So yeah, obviously I am used to playing a lot of Sonic games. So we are going to choose that difficulty. Alrighty, and let's get started. Alright, so since you're the only one here, might as well just read all of your comments, I guess. Did I miss anything? Okay, not much. By the way, I decided to set Sabrina up with Tails. What made you change your mind on that? It's called Sabriles? Or Sabriles? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. But I'm kind of curious. I'm curious of what made you change your mind on that. It's alright, the Wi-Fi in my house was a pain in the ass earlier. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. Got any more questions, just feel free to leave them in. I will always value your support. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, just feel free to hit that join button. It's only $6 a month. Yeah, really hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So anyway, we get this cutscene of Dr. Eggman visiting this. I want to assume it's Kronos Island. It's hard to tell, as he plays that switch on that portal there. And after he hears a voice, whose name I will not mention until we meet up with that character. It looks like she pulled Eggman through the portal. Crazy. Anyways, we got the main gang here. Sonic the Hedgehog, Miles, Tails, Prower, and Amy Rose.
Coming up, Starfall Islands. How exciting!
You tracked the Chaos Emeralds here, right? Let's find out what drew them here.
Alright, Sonic Frontiers. Let's go. Yikes, it looks like they got sucked in as well. What's happening? Alrighty, on to the first stage of this game, which is Cyberspace 1-1. And of course, they decided to bring back Green Hill Zone yet again, because Sega loves this place for whatever reason. As since Sonic Generations, we have been seeing this level return countless times. So yeah, it's pretty obvious at this point that they have a clear obsession with this level, since it is since it was the very first one in the franchise. So at this point, I am not surprised anymore. At this point, it was great that they brought it in for Sonic Adventure 2 when you 100% that game after collecting all 180 emblems, but I think by Sonic Generations, I think by Sonic Mania is when it started to get old. And I just remember there was also a stage in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So yeah. It's literally one of the most reused levels in gaming. Yeah, so I am restarting here because I missed the 4th red ring. There we go. Yeah, I've not played this game since January, but I still remember most of everything about it. And I had platinumed this game back in 2023 as well. So yeah, this game is not very difficult to platinum, but yeah, it's very easy. Alright, so we got that nice and clean S rank. Okay, so we still didn't beat the 3rd mission. Alright, let's take care of that before we move on. Alright, so we need to just gonna try to find every single ring as possible until I get the necessary amount. Nice. And yes, And beating all 4 objectives in a cyberspace level will reward you with vault keys, which are needed to progress through the game. I got a few more there. Alright, nice. We got enough. We got enough. So now we can get out of here. Very nice. Alright, we did it. Clear all 4 missions. DBC kind of Disney Plus, what? I just got a Twitter notification. Kind of interesting. But anyways, we managed to beat all. Wait, how many objectives? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, it's a total of 5. So we completed all 5. We completed all 5 main objectives in cyberspace 1-1. Reached the goal. Clear with S rank time. Clear with 150 rings. Find all red star rings. And yep, all 4 missions completed. Let's move on. Well, I have an app called Love Calculator, and it gives accurate percentages when it comes to couple capability. I tried to test the capability of Tails and Sabrina. Their capability percent was 99%. So oh yeah. Honestly, I've never heard of a love calculator before. That's kind of new to me, I won't lie.
Tails? Amy? Oh. Looks like I'm the only one who made it out of that. Whatever it was.
Mortal,
Ugh. Hello?
you have done the impossible. You have escaped cyberspace through your own power. You are the key.
Key, huh?
Alright, perfect. It looks like the chat overlay is the perfect size.
I can rescue my friends?
Alrighty.
Find the Chaos Emeralds. Destroy the Titans. Tear down the walls between dimensions.
Yeah, okay, sure. How about a little context? Hello?
Oh, there's that character.
Oh well. Some direction is better than none. Here we go.
Alright, let's do it. And needless to say, if I heard a random voice speaking to me like that, I would be totally freaked out. Crazy. But anyways, yeah, so here is the main gameplay for this game, as the main aspect of it is that this game is open world, similar to games like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I will get into more on that later. So right now the game wants us to look around. So it says use the right analog stick to rotate the camera, find the way forward, and press left on the D-pad to bring up this window again. Alrighty. Go to options to change settings such as the camera angle and player controls. If you find yourself having motion sickness, try using a wider camera angle, turning blur and rotation, and turning on the center cursor. Nice. Okay, so it looks like the y-axis camera controls are exactly how I want it. Yeah, so this is perfect. So normally in every 3D game I play, at least the modern ones, I always have the y-axis camera controls in reverse. So it helps out a lot. So as I said, this game is open world, similar to other games like Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild. And needless to say, I actually enjoy Sonic Frontiers. I actually do think it's a really good game. However, that isn't to say it isn't flawed though, as there are many things that I do criticize this game about, as well as others. But yeah, I will be getting to them as soon as we get through all of this. Anyway, so it says activate the switches. There are 3 Asian switches on the ground. Activating them will earn a reward and unlock a part of the map. Shut up, phone. I need to remember to turn my phone on vibrate every time I do these streams. Anyways, so collect those rings right there. and those rings will be important later, as well as those stats that you see on the bottom left of the screen. Alright, so we're gonna step on these switches rather. Nice. Alrighty, and doing that unlocks the red seed of power, in which we will also need to progress through the game, and also buff up Sonic's abilities as well. Complete challenges to reveal the map. Completing challenges will reveal the surrounding area on the map. Once revealed, the map will help in locating guardians, portals, and memory tokens. Open the map by pressing the touchpad. Awesome stuff. So this game makes use of the touchpad, yet Shadow Generations doesn't. Explain to me how that makes any sense. Despite the fact that she is half fox and half hedgehog, do you believe Tails and Sabrina will work out in a committed relationship? That kind of reminds me. So you say that Sabrina is essentially like a fox as well, but also hedgehog. It kind of makes you wonder if she's similar to Fiona the Fox from the Archie series, who is also Tails' love interest. Because like, if Tails was able to hook up with that character, then I can see it happening with Sabrina as well. I don't know. There could be potential. There could be potential. All right, hey Phantom, welcome to the stream. Can't watch, got a nap before work. All right, it's fine. That is fine, dude. I really hope I forget when you said you'll be available. But yeah, no worries, man. You can still check out the VOD of the stream after it's finished. But yeah, I will be going live all week, and then next week is when I will be streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. But yeah, best of luck at work, man. Anyways, notifications. A notification may appear when Sonic is near something new. Press down on the D-pad while the notification is displayed to practice the action in the training simulator, or get a hint about what Sonic is about to encounter. Press down on the D-pad to go to the training simulator now. Alright, sure thing. Alright, so I remember. Yeah, so one of the best things about this game are the training simulators, which is similar to other games like Mega Man 11, and which I will bring up whenever I get to covering that game in my Mega Man retrospective. But yeah, so I do like that. I do like how they have those there, just in case if you want to practice some abilities, in which we are going to be seeing a lot in this game. So we are going to be seeing a lot of that in this game. So yeah, so just a fair warning. Exit the training simulator. The training simulator can be exited by pressing the touchpad when the touchpad icon is displayed in the lower right corner of the screen. Yes. In this game, we already know how to perform a homing attack. Although, just like in Sonic Unleashed, the homing attack is mapped on the square button instead of the X button, and there are multiple reasons as to why that's the case. But I will get into that later. I was about to read the chat, but these new enemies appeared. Oh my god, I actually forgot to look up the names of these new enemies before starting the stream, but yeah, hopefully if somebody comes across it, if I get a new chatter or something, I don't know, maybe they may give me more insight on what they're called. Anyways, pick up dropped items. When enemies are defeated, they drop various items such as skill pieces and seeds. Gather enough skill pieces and they will turn into skill points, as shown in the lower right corner of the screen. These can then be used to learn new skills to enhance Sonic. Yeah, so one of my favorite things about this game is the skill list, in which we will be saying later on. Anyways, so we go this way. Nice. And we just got ourselves that pink token right there. Alright, so as I said, so we've never seen these new robots before. I feel like they replaced the egg pawns that we've seen in previous entries. In Sonic Forces, the egg pawns had a completely different design to where they are white instead of orange, which is kind of odd. Yeah, but in this game they were replaced by these new ones, and again, I don't remember the name. I don't know the names of them. I'll probably look it up after the stream. And let me get through this right here. Okay. I read the chat. She's a fox hedgehog hybrid, therefore Sabrina is a foxhog. Yeah, that makes more sense. How do you feel about Sabrina's description? Based on what you described, she seems like she's pretty cool, and that she may be similar to Fiona the Fox from the Archie series. But yeah, overall, I think that description is pretty good. Do you plan on writing a story on how she and Tails like meet up at some point or whatever? Like how is that gonna go? Okay, so I need that. Oh, nice. Okay, so it looks like we just got the blue seed of power. I forgot it shows up there after smashing those crates. Anyways. Alright, so the game hasn't told us yet right there, but you can actually do the light speed dash by pushing L3. Anyways, first mini boss in this game, and it is Guardian. Yeah, it's Guardian. Use lock-on and defeat the Guardian. Guardians are very powerful. They are bigger than normal enemies and have special attacks. Studying their moves and fight an opening. Tip: when an enemy is targeted, lock onto them by pressing R3. That perfect. Ooh, close. Ouch. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god. I gotta remember, this is a Sonic game, so you don't have any rings, you are dead. There we go. He out of here. Easy peasy. Pick up the portal gear. Guardians will drop a portal gear. These gears are very important, so don't forget to pick them up. Nice. And that unlocks this gate fence thing, whatever that is. Nice. I'm just doing a bit of exploring to see if there's something around here, and it doesn't look like there's any yet. But yeah, I do like Sonic Frontiers. I do think that this game is really great. It's still awesome that this game was able to receive 5 million copies, I believe. So yeah. So no matter what you think of Sonic Frontiers, it is still one of the most successful Sonic games. So I'm honestly glad it was able to reach that. I'm so glad it was able to reach that milestone. Turn the statue to open the gate. The ancient gate seems to be locked. Turn the statue in front of the gate to proceed. Alrighty. So I already know exactly what to do with that. But let me do a bit of exploring before I use that thing. Before I use that gate. Alright, so these pink things that we're collecting right now, those are Amy's memory tokens. So if you remember from when I first did my playthrough of this game before I had to cancel it, before I had to cancel it due to YouTube's dumb, before I had to cancel it because of YouTube's dumb shenanigans, you may know that these tokens do vary depending on which island you're currently in. So these are needed in order to rescue Sonic's friends. So, but in the case of Kronos Island, I'm not sure what exactly happened when Sonic, Tails, and Amy got sucked into that portal, because Tails for some reason ends up in Chaos Island, and Amy ends up here. So I don't know. It kind of feels like Sonic Generations all over again. I'm trying to reach that right there. I read the chat. Thanks. Yeah, I'll write the story on paper until I can use my Chromebook laptop to type it up. Oh, you're gonna write a script? That's pretty cool. If you plan on doing that, highly recommend using Google Docs, as that is what I do. That is what I do to script my IDW that is what I do. That is what I use to write scripts for my IDW Sonic reviews, as well as other scripted videos on my channel. So yeah, highly recommend using that. It does help out. I think it helps out more than just writing on paper. But yeah, that is my advice. That is my advice for you. Can you reach that? Oh shoot. I accidentally hit on one. My bad. Okay, it's not letting me go there. Yeah, I'm just doing a bit of exploring. Okay, I'm thinking you have to enter a section there. Yeah, okay, I think you have to enter a section there. Alright. Anyway, let's move this gate. Alright, so they all have to be facing the same direction, or at least this one. Okay, so it's just this one you have to move. Not sure how Sonic is able to do this, but whatever. I mean, he has done things like this before in the past games, so either way, though, it's whatevs. Alright, another one of Amy's tokens. We got 7 so far. Alright, nice. So that's what that leads to. I remember now. And what does this lead to? Nice, another one of Amy's tokens. And by the way, you will need those tokens for progression to the game. Forgot to bring that up. Yeah, those will be needed. Unlock skills. Sonic's side loop skill can now be learned. Using the skill points that have been accumulated as shown. Using the skill points that have been accumulated as shown on the lower right of the screen. Go to the skills menu to unlock it. Alright, sure thing. Hey, what? Oh, I can't do it yet. Okay, I was about to say. What was that? Anyways, unlock side loop. So it says, run around while leaving a light trail. After creating an enclosure with the light trail and then releasing the button, various effects can happen. Alrighty, let's do it. Alright, so I did buy my PS4. I did buy my physical PS4 copy of this game, but it actually comes with a voucher that allows you to have multiple skill points, or at the very least, at least gives you up to 18 skill points, meaning that we have enough to get at least 3 abilities. So we just got side loop. We're also gonna get the Phantom Rush, in which it says, when the combo meter is maxed out, Phantom Rush is activated, resulting in attacks being 1.2 times more powerful. Phantom Rush lasts until the combo meter reaches 0. So we'll be equipping that as well. We're also gonna get Sonic Boom. It says a high-speed kick that unleashes shockwaves to pummel the enemy, and you do it by pressing L2 in midair or during a combo. So we will be needing that as well. And we're also going to be getting the air trick, which is not an attack, but more so, I guess defensive, or not really defensive, but it's just like some sort of a trick mechanic similar to the Sonic Rush games, to where he does tricks and then it it fills up his boost meter. But in the case of this game, it just fills up the skill meter. Yeah, anyways, it says air tricks can be performed when sparks surround Sonic while he is in the air. Perform air tricks to earn skill pieces. Alrighty, so we have enough for one. Yeah, so we have enough for 4 abilities. Let's freaking give. Alrighty. Use side loop. To use side loop, hold the triangle button and run in a circle. Be sure to close the circle before releasing the triangle button. By using it in the open field, not only can rings be found, but also memory tokens and seeds, perhaps a rare item as well. That is true. And yeah, you can use them in case if you don't want to run around in the islands to find memory tokens and every other object. But yeah. Anyways, with the shit, I figured you'd like it. You know, because Silver fell in love with Blaze, who's a cat princess from the Soul Dimension. I thought it'd be cool if Tails fell in love with the Foxhawk princess from the same place. Okay, so I'm guessing she's also a princess like Blaze is, and maybe also Princess Sally. Kind of interesting. Not a script, a fan fiction story. I mean, it works for fan fiction stories as well. You can also use Google Docs. You can also use Google Docs for that. So yeah, it's not just because that app is not just for script writing, but you can just use that for pretty much anything. But if you prefer to do it on paper, then that's entirely up to you. That's entirely on what you can decide. Anyway, so as with the game just told us there, you hold the triangle button while running around in circles, and Sonic leaves blue energy. Yeah, this blue energy trail, and you can use it to dissipate the fire or flames rather. Nice. And now that I think about it, Pac-Man had a move like this in Pac-Man World 3 during one of his power-ups in that game. In which in that game it can also be used to destroy enemies. In which the side loop is very useful for. I look you should do a playthrough of Pac-Man World 3 at this point, since I did cover Pac-Man World 1 and Pac-Man World 2. And Pac-Man World 1 and 2, I just played the remake. I played the remake versions of those games. As Pac-Man World 2 Repack is my game of 2025 and is one of my personal favorite, probably my top 10 favorite video games of all time. I've just loved that game way too much. So yeah, feel free to check out my playthrough if you're interested. And it's also one of my most successful playthroughs on the channel, and one of the main reasons I was able to reach my status as a YouTube partner. So I'm glad that happened, because I'm so glad that the first part of that playthrough reached 800 views. I mean, I know that's not a lot compared to 5K or 10K views or whatever, but still. That's why I get surprised, you know, because like my videos don't usually get more views. My videos usually don't get more than, say, like maybe 600 views, but still. I say that's a pretty good achievement there. I hope my stream's not lagging or anything. Anyways, alright, so the game actually does mention this here. Side loop in combat. Try to side loop in combat. Some enemies use shields to protect themselves, but side loop can break down their defenses. So we are going to use that right now. Whoosh, nice. Man, straight up send them flying. And yes, this game, just like Sonic Unleashed, has combat. And I will say, the combat, while it can be fun at times, it is nowhere near as good as the Werehog's combat in Sonic Unleashed. And I actually streamed that game yesterday to cover the recent patch of the foreign input system that was created by the modders who are oh my god, I cannot speak. I streamed Sonic Unleashed Recompiled yesterday and had covered the foreign input system mod that was created by my good friends King Galactics and Kulin Nayu, who were super supportive throughout that stream yesterday. And basically that mod pretty much elevated the Werehog's combat into being far more enjoyable than it already was in the vanilla game, because again, I've said it many times in the past, but Sonic the Werehog's gameplay is one of the best gameplay styles in the entire series. I don't really give a damn. I don't give a damn if it's a hot take. It's my personal opinion, and I do think that his gameplay is way better than most people think it is. Like, I love using moves like the shooting star combo, the Shohaken, the aerial pile driver, which is the command grab, as well as the spinning needle attack, and the typhoon combo, in which you can use as a counter against enemy attacks. Like, it's because of stuff like that that I find the Warhawk so much. It's because of stuff like that as to why I find the Warhawk so goddamn fun to play with, man. Like, I just never understood that. I just never understood the hate that the Warhawk gets sometimes, you know. And I won't be surprised if it's those casual players who know little to nothing about beat 'em ups or fighting or any fighting game in general.
Return to the digital dimension.
To the point where they just often look for excuses, to where they often just use as excuses to criticize the gameplay about it. It just never really made any sense to me. Like, I get it's their opinion, but still, I really don't think it's one of the worst things ever. If they're talking about the PS2 and Wii version of the Warhawk, I can agree, because I do not enjoy the Warhawk at all in that version. But for the HD version, nah, it's one of the best. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. Anyways, more on that later. Alright, so we just heard a voice right there to where she said that we cannot activate the portal. So the game says right here, insert the portal gear. Unactivated portals can be activated with portal gears. Jump onto the portal's pedestal to insert the portal gear. Jeez, I cannot speak today. And this is the same one that Eggman found in the opening cutscene before he got sucked in by that character who appeared when Sonic arrived at this very island.
One gear will not suffice. Hunt down another target and take its gear.
Alright, sure thing, random voice. Oh god. Whoa. Alright, so I'm guessing the target that voice was referring to is Tower. Alright, so it looks like we gotta fight against this thing in order to get the second portal gear. Alright, so it says dodge guardian attacks. To dodge, lock onto an enemy with the right analog stick and press L1 or R1. Dodging is faster than normal movement and specializes in avoiding enemy attacks. When in midair, there is no need to lock on to an enemy to dodge. Alright, so we're just gonna straight up attack it. Because we do have our ability. So we just got our abilities. Ouch. Better watch out for its attacks. Ouch. Alright, so first uses of the Sonic Boom to which you can perform by holding down the L2 button. Oh wow, and I forgot, this is actually super useful against Tower. And hopefully we can get the Phantom Rush. Yes, we got it. Dang it. Okay, never mind. Got interrupted. Alright, and just finish him off with the homing attacks. Dang, I wanted to get up the Phantom Rush there, but unfortunately, it's interrupted me.
As you have done before.
Alright. Alright, so now that we defeated that mini boss, now that we defeated the second mini boss, we can now activate this portal. Where was it again? Where was it? Okay, it's over there. Alright, let me check my audio is fine. Okay, let me turn the audio up a little. I just noticed that's a little low. Okay, making sure it's not too loud. Anyways, read the chat. Or should the ship name be Tybrina? Maybe just say Tilbrina. I think that's much better. Alright, Sabrina is a princess. That makes sense. That definitely makes a lot of sense. I mean, I'm just gonna say it's a pretty cool idea. That's all I'm gonna say. Ignore what I said earlier.
Return to cyberspace as many times as it takes.
Alrighty, no problem. Alright, so this is cyberspace. 1-2. So it says reach the goal. Okay, so the only difference here is that it says clear with 80 rings. Let's do it. And this is Sonic's first time activating one of these portals. So he's gonna have a very surprised expression. There he goes. Alrighty, and of course, every time we enter one of these cyberspace portals, we have access to these training simulators. Okay, so now it's telling us that we can activate the Phantom Rush. There you go. And you do it by mashing the square button. So yeah, perfect. So that move right there. So what happens is that Sonic will when Sonic does that move, he will pretty much just do like an anime type move to where he will display after images of himself while attacking the enemies. So yeah, I will say though, that's actually one of the more useful moves in this game. Alright, so here it's telling us the basic controls. Alright, you can parry in this game. The game hasn't even told us this yet. But yes, you can parry / counter in this game, so that will be super useful. That will be super useful all throughout. And this game has the drop dash. I keep forgetting the drop dash is in this game. But yeah, you do it by pressing the X button 3 times. Yeah, so the game already told us this. You can press L1 or R1 to dodge. And of course, we can move the camera with the right analog stick. And by the way, you can also push R3 to reset the camera, which thankfully is also in Shadow Generations. So yeah, helps out a lot. Yeah, just taking a bit to get accustomed with the controls. Alright, so here, this is when it tells you that you can push L3 to do the light speed dash. So one of the many things I love about Sonic Frontiers is that it makes use of every button on the PlayStation controller. And I think also the Xbox Series X and Switch controllers as well. So yeah, this is something that I criticize Shadow Generations about, because for some reason, you don't access that game's map by hitting the touchpad, but instead you just push the options button, in which that never really made any sense to me to begin with. Cause why do you have the map for that game, but never map it to the touch button like in this game? And it's really weird how nobody ever mentions this. But this is one of Sonic. Oh my god, I cannot speak. Sonic Frontiers may seemingly be an unfinished game, but at least it made use of every button. Something that Shadow Generations did not do. So yeah, it just never made any sense to me. That game doesn't even use the L3 button either. And for some reason, Shadow does not light speed dash in that game. Just doesn't make any sense. But yeah. But all in all though, in spite of all that though, I do think that Shadow Generations is the better game than Frontiers. But that isn't to say that Frontiers is bad by any means. Like, again, I do love Sonic Frontiers. It is one of my favorites. It is one of my favorite 3D Sonic games. But I won't deny that it does have a lot of flaws, as there are many things about this game that I do dislike. And this game has been receiving a lot of criticism as of recently. Even before the beginning of this year, actually. And there were even those who compared it to Sonic 06. There are even those who compared it to Sonic 06 for some reason, which has since been claimed to be one of the worst games in the entire series for obvious reasons. But really though, because it's very obvious that Sonic Frontiers is obviously the better game. Obviously, this game has a lot of flaws that are worth criticizing, but just because it has so many flaws doesn't mean it's a bad game. Like I'm literally so tired of that constant mindset that most people in the Sonic fandom always have. It's always so frustrating. But anyways, enough of my rambling. And here we go. This is the theme that I use in the stream. We'll be starting soon screen. It's one of my favorite tracks in this game. I believe it's called Flowing. Yeah, it sounds amazing. God, this theme is so good. Oh my god. Literally one of the best in this entire game. Is my audio okay? My bad, I had to check the audio a sec there. But so I'm just gonna lower it a bit. Okay. Anyways, so... Alright, I just remembered. So this is actually one of the hardest stages to beat with the S rank time. So we have to beat it in under a minute. So let's see if I can try it. If not, then I can just move on. Yeah, I don't know the strats of speedrunning through this level. Because I do not know how to beat this in 55 seconds. I messed up at the time. Yeah, I'm not beating this. I don't know how to beat this in 55 minutes. It's very hard. Yeah, I don't know how to beat this in 55 seconds. Oh my god, I think it... Maybe I have to like do some skips or something or whatever. Alright, I'm gonna try one more time. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do this. If not, then I will just move on. Because thankfully you're not required to get every single vault key in the game. There's only a specific amount. Okay, let me try again. That was pretty bad. Okay, I was close. Just 3 seconds behind. Yeah, this one's one of the hardest ones. Alright, oh well, I did my best. Alright, so 3 vault keys is good enough. Alrighty, some more training stuff. Alright, press L3. And again, I love the fact that this game makes use of every button. So yeah, literally one of the best things about it. Huh? Oh, there we go. I got confused there. Circle. R2 and... okay, perfect. Alright, so pretty much all of these are very basic. Alrighty. Let's exit back to the main open world area, which is Kronos Island. As that is where we are currently on at this point in the game. Great. Alright, so we just unlocked the very first Chaos Emerald. And the second Chaos Emerald as well. 2 for the price of 1. And with that, it just created a bridge. Nice. Alrighty, sorry for pausing there. I'm just checking the audio. Just need to make sure it's not too louder than my voice. Okay, anyways, and wow, okay, so it looks like it's complete daytime. Does that usually happen when we create this bridge or whatever? I don't really remember. Anyway, do some more exploring here, to which I think will lead to another Amy token. Oh, okay, no, it doesn't. Let's see. Okay, never mind. I think I already went that way. Alright, there's a pathway over there. Alright, so we have these blue signs, to which you can only unlock by side looping around them. Ooh, nice, okay. More extra Amy tokens. We have 19 as of right now. Yeah, there's a pathway over there, but how do you reach it? I forget how to reach that. I'm trying to figure out something. Wait, do you go this way? Oh, okay, it leads here instead. Oh! Oh, right, I forgot about this. So when you collect those music notes, they unlock tracks from previous games. I remember that now. So what we just got there was Windmill Isle from Sonic Unleashed, the daytime version. Yeah, I will be showcasing that later. Okay, so we can use this fan here. Okay, and that's what leads to that Amy token there. Alright, come on. Oh my god. Already these controls are really weird. I wait for this platform to come back. Lightspeed dash. There we go. Yeah, you don't have to wait for that platform. You can just do the lightspeed dash right there. Ready? And now it's about to be nighttime. Oh yeah, so for some reason in this game there's no option to change the setting in this game. Like in other games, like the Insomniac Spider-Man games, where they give you that option. But for this game, you just have to, I guess you just have to wait it out or whatever. So it's really weird. Anyway, so we got another music note, which unlocks Planet Wisp from Sonic Colors. And yeah, I just remembered, but I was also in the middle of my Sonic Colors playthrough on Twitch. So yeah, so for now that playthrough will be cancelled since I've gone back to this game after I finally regained access to the YouTube Partner Program. But yeah, I will get into Sonic. I'll probably just start a fresh new file in that game like I'm doing with this game. So that'll definitely be the plan in the near future. Very nice. Alright, let me read the chat. I made the ship name for Tailbrina. I'm going to make a playlist on Spotify for them. Perfect. Absolute perfection. Ooh, look at those little guys that we just collected there. They are the Cocos who are also gonna be one of our main priorities throughout this playthrough. So it says gather Coco to straighten Sonic. These creatures are called Coco. They seem to be lost. Locate their elder and return them to him. The elder will surely offer a reward for their return, whether increasing Sonic's speed or ring capacity. So, yeah, so those are exactly what you see on the bottom left corner of the screen. So it does have the ring on the top as well as so it has the ring at the top as well as his speed shoes icon at the left side of it. So yeah. Anyways, we got this lonely Coco right here. He seems to be pretty sad for some reason, and never mind, now he's happy. He's happy to see us right now. Whoa. Oh god, oh god. Okay, I was trying to collect them, but I just phased right through him. What was that? Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. I already do have him. Okay, so I forget, but... Yeah, okay, so I just remembered, but, yeah, if you stay still for a while, they will appear. Yeah, they will eventually appear. Yeah, they will eventually appear in front of him. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I kind of forgot about this. Alrighty, so it pretty much shows how many of the Cocos you've collected so far. So we only have three. And I'm gonna assume that these new creatures are the replacement of the Chow, which is unfortunate. And Sega clearly has an opportunity to make a Chow Garden game for mobile phones, yet they choose not to. So I don't know what gives. Anyways, we're going to open this Chaos Emerald Vault with our vault keys, so that we can finally have access to it. So we just unlocked it with 2 vault keys. Alrighty. And then the second one, the second one is all the way over there, but it looks like we gotta fight this guy if we want to get to that. Alright, so okay, the game just interrupted me before I can get that second Coco there. But anyways, so now this is where we get an overview of the entire Kronos Island. And honestly, this game looks super beautiful. Like I really love the graphics and atmosphere. I really love the graphics and the entire atmosphere all around. And I've seen playthroughs of the Switch version of this game, and my good golly, does it look so bad. Thank goodness I don't own the Switch version, since these days I'm more of a PlayStation guy, as I rarely ever use my Switch nowadays. I'm always on PlayStation and PC. The only time I ever use my Switch is if I want to play the TMNT Cowabunga collection, or some Nintendo games like Smash Bros. Or like one of the Mario games. And also if I want to play Mega Man The Wily Wars, since my only way of playing through that game without emulation is through the Nintendo Switches online. But other than that, pretty much most games I own nowadays, I prefer to play them on PlayStation or PC. So yeah, definitely a personal preference. So anyways, the game says congratulations. From here on, Sonic is free to explore the island and gather Chaos Emeralds. Try solving nearby challenges to avoid getting lost. This will unlock more of the map and show more paths forward in Sonic's journey. Try out the jukebox. Change the music on the islands by pressing right on the D-pad. Hold it to open the song list. Find the sound memories hidden across the islands to unlock more songs. The jukebox will not be accessible in certain areas of the game. Turn the jukebox off by going into the options. Perfect. And try out photo mode. Access photo mode on the islands by opening up the pause menu. Gameplay will pause and the camera will become freely movable. Photo mode will be inaccessible in certain areas of the game. Action chain challenge. Begin an action chain challenge by using side loop on the start mark. Within a time limit, chain together multiple actions and objects to fill the chain gauge. Each time the chain gauge fills up, the score multiplier will increase. Once an action or object is used, it will not fill the gauge again for some time. Open the pause menu to interrupt the action chain challenge. No problem. New Cocoa and boost gauge upgrades. There is a new species of Cocoa hidden across the islands. The new Cocoa is so rare that it counts for several regular Cocoa. If you take them to Elder Cocoa, you will power up your boost gauge as a reward. Alrighty, so that's pretty much all the game. That's pretty much everything that the game wants us to know. So I did mention those music notes that we found earlier. But those are called the sound memories, and I guess it makes sense as to why they're called sound memories, since they are tracks from all the games that have released before Sonic Frontiers. And yeah, and I feel like this was done since I think this is technically the 30th anniversary game, even though it came out a year later. Similar to how Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces came out a year after the 25th anniversary, 10 years ago. So yeah, but either way though, it's still nice that they have that there. Alright, so we're gonna open up the map with the touchpad. So pretty much like most open world games, you do have access to a map like this, to where it shows the entire area of the entire area of of the place that we're currently in. So it's got all icons. It's got the action chain challenge. Got side stories, in which I will be getting into later. Also got Elder Cocoa, Hermit Cocoa, New Cocoa, Sound Memory, Fishing Spot. I will be getting into that later, by the way. Chaos Emerald Vaults, Guardian, Memory Tokens. So there's a couple here so far. Island Mystery. Okay, so I'm guessing that's part of the main game. Oh my god, I'm getting really tired. And also Challenge. And Portal. And yep, that's pretty much it. Alrighty, so yeah, I guess I'll continue. I don't know why I'm getting tired for some reason. Anyway, hit those right there. Alright, so throughout the game, or throughout this playthrough actually, I will be fighting those challenge markers, and I will do the puzzles dedicated to them, so that way, as what the game told us, it will unlock every piece of the map the further we find and complete more of them. So it says using map markers. Set markers to mark off an area of interest on the map. Place a marker on the map by pressing the square button. Press the square button again to delete the marker. If a marker has been placed, a beam of light will highlight the destination when in the open field. So it's pretty much like similar to other open world games, like some of these Spider-Man games, like say Spider-Man 2 on 6th gen consoles, and Spider-Man 3, like the movie games Spider-Man 2 and 3, and maybe even in also the Insomniac games, the Insomniac Spider-Man games as well, that have that kind of thing, to where you can place a marker and then you can deactivate the marker. So it's nice to see that this game has that too. Mysteries and ancient rails. As Sonic solves the mysteries on the island, locations close to each other will be connected by ancient rails, making travel more convenient. Alrighty, not bad. Seeds and hermit cocoa. Locate the red seeds of power and blue seeds of defense strewn about the island. Bring them to the hermit cocoa to raise Sonic's attack and defense. So the attack and defense are the sword icon and the shield icon, respectively, on the lower left hand corner of the screen. Alrighty. Yeah, so I might as well just stay put here, and alright, let me do this real quick. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm really tired. Alright, there are enemies there, so I'm just gonna chill here. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna chill here a bit. Alrighty, I'm probably just gonna do a bit of exercising right now, since I'm just really tired, but I do not want to stop playing, as I do enjoy this game. So anyways, yeah, as I said, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, gonna do some exercising a bit, and then I will return. So stay chill, and I will be right back. Oops! Oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong one. Alrighty, I will be right back in maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
I've been making good progress. I wonder how Amy's doing.
Alright, I have returned. Ooh, had to do a 10-minute exercise to keep myself from being tired. Okay, I'm thinking just left already, which is fine. Alrighty, so it looks like the setting has changed into nighttime now. And this guy is still standing there, waiting for us. Anyways, alright, so take care of this ball bot looking enemy, which kind of reminds me of the one from Sonic Boom. Anyways, grab the red seed of power. And let me check to make sure if my audio is good. This guy is still standing there, waiting for us. Alright, I had to check the audio. Alrighty, let's continue here. Alright, so we're gonna do... Yeah, we're gonna do this next portal stage, cause why not? Okay. Or do I not have enough? Okay, so I need one more. Alright, never mind. Okay, so guessing I gotta beat this guy first. This is Ashura? Or Asura? I don't know. Don't know the proper pronunciation of that. Okay, so wait for it to slam its arm down. Get some air tricks to fill up the skill piece meter. So right now it just made it to 9. Anyways, hit this with the Sonic Boom move. Very nice. And by the way, you can if you press L1 or R1, you can actually parry out of that knockback. So it does help out. So it does help out in saving your rings. So yeah, good stuff. Oop. Alright, so not done yet, bro. Nice. Okay, get out of the recoil, or get out of the knockback. I mean. There we go. Oh shoot! Okay, I forgot. I forgot the red ones push you back. Let me up. Ah, dang, okay. Like he got lucky. Ah, no, I missed it. Okay. Let's same here, I'm done. Let's try this again. Fire our crescent waves. Not done yet. There we go. Alrighty. And Ashura has been destroyed. Very nice. Alright, so that's been done. Alright, so the second Chaos Emerald is all the way over there. Nope. How do you fight this? Okay, and then I just parry it. Whoosh. Nice. Okay, so get that out of there. Got that out of here. Anyway, what's this? Where does this lead to? Oh, it doesn't lead to anything. Instead, it spawns a vault key. Alright, so grab more of the Coco. Shut up, phone. Alrighty, so we're gonna unlock it. I believe this leads to another cutscene. Okay, never mind. No, it doesn't. Alright, so we got the first 2 emeralds. Alright, and we just saw a mysterious character standing somewhere here. But first, let's take care of this enemy. Okay, wait for it. Whoosh. Alrighty, and then do it a third time. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Ah, so close. There we go. He down. Anyways, so here is the Elder Coco. So it says Coco and Elder Coco. Find and bring Coco to the Elder Coco. He will be able to raise Sonic's top speed and maximum ring capacity. Go to the Hermit Coco to change how these upgrades are set. No problem. Well, hello there. Quick little fella, aren't you? The name's Sonic, and that says it all. You don't seem like the rest of these rest mask guys. We are called Coco, and we've endured since ancient times. The name has been lost to time, so please simply call me Elder Coco. It has been my job to look after all the little ones, but over time, I've lost track of so many. Sonic, may I ask you to return my charges to me? Sure thing, Gramps. If I see any while I'm helping my friends, I'll bring them back to you. A true hero. I will happily reward you for your efforts. Let me see. I can do two things for you. Increase your speed or raise your maximum capacity of your rings. Cool. Let's do it to it. You said the thing. All in due time. Bring 50 Coco to me, and we shall speak again. The more Coco you return to me, the more I shall do for you. Farewell, Sonic. Take care of yourself, and my dear Coco. And I'm surprised there's no voice acting there. Since Sonic has lines of dialogue to the Hermit Coco. Yeah, Sonic has lines of dialogue to the Elder Coco, which is kind of weird. So that's why I had to do voice acting. Ready? Take this guy out and goodbye. Alrighty, so okay, I forgot to look into this, or maybe it already appeared. Yeah, so this is one of the So this is another one of the challenge signs. And I think I have the side loop on these flowers surrounding it. Nice. So yeah, it's pretty easy to tell if you look closely at the flowers. If you look closely at the flowers circling around the sign. So that's another piece of the map. That's another piece of the map unlocked. Alright, so we need to find Amy. I just realized I just saw her icon in the map there. Alright, so we need to rescue her. As it says on the top right of the screen, search for friends. I'll grab this. Alright, we'll deal with this later. Anyway, so she's right over here.
Amy, is that you?
There's the mysterious character again.
Is someone there? Help me!
Hang on. Maybe messing with the ruins will fix things.
Alright, so it looks like Amy is trapped in this red what do you call this? It looks like she's trapped in this red ball gauge thing or whatever, or not gauge. She's trapped in this red spear or whatever this thing is. But fortunately, we got enough of her memory tokens, so Sonic will use these to free his girlfriend. And yes, I am a Sunday shipper, just in case if those haven't watched my issue 15 review, to where I give that a highlight. Oh god.
Sonic, are you alright?
Me? You're the one who's only half here.
I feel fine, but that energy that was holding me prisoner went into you.
I've been infused with weird zappy stuff before. Besides, I feel like it gave me some kind of boost.
Well, I was trapped, I'm sure Tails was too.
Good call. I'll scout around and find you later. Deal?
Deal. Be careful.
Careful? Where's the fun in that?
Where's the fun in that? Alright, okay, so I forgot. So you're on a...
You are the key. Be empowered with this technique.
So I forgot, when Sonic saves his friends, he unlocks a new move. I keep forgetting about that. Anyways. Whoa. Who the heck is this dude and why is he ginormous?
Whoa!
Giving Shadow of the Colossus vibes for some reason. But whoa. He is huge.
I guess that's one of the Titans keeping Amy trapped.
Man, what did this Mr. Oop.
You leave immediately.
Where'd you come from? Are you trapped too?
Do not approach the Titan.
Sorry, kid, but I've got a job to do.
If we are fortunate, it will destroy you.
Oh boy, it looks like she reactivated this gigantic beast. There we go. And it looks like that character that encountered Sonic there is the same voice that we heard when it was talking to Eggman before he got sucked in. Anyways, alright, so I feel like this is a reference to Asteroid Coaster from Sonic Coaster, where we have to homing attack these asteroids in order to reach this giant guy. Doesn't look like our attacks are doing anything though. Oh! He got grabbed. Oh. Ooh. Yikes. Bro just got yeeted. My gosh. When was the last time we've seen Sonic take a beating like that? Where he was thrown? Gonna have to assume Sonic in the Black Knight? Where he was getting his ass royally kicked by Merlina? Jeez.
Okay. I'm not taking that thing down the traditional way. I'm gonna need the Chaos Emeralds. And maybe a little bit of luck.
We will definitely need that luck. Alright, so we're not going to be able to take down that dude in our base form, so we're very likely going to need all 7 emeralds if we want to defeat it. So anyway, this says fixed camera. During scenes with that icon displayed, the camera will be fixed. Okay. Okay, I'm guessing if you are rail grinding, probably. So I'm guessing that must be the reason why. Alright, so it says talk to Amy. But for now, we're just gonna do a bit of exploring before we speak with her. So again, this is an open world game to where they give you so many opportunities to roam around the island to grab some collectibles. So that is something that I will be doing on all of the islands in this game except for the 4th one, and which we'll get into later on this playthrough. So anyways, so returning from Sonic Lost World is the wall climbing mechanic. So it says Sonic can climb certain walls, maneuver with the left analog stick, and he can wall run by holding R2 while climbing. Oop. Oh shoot, come on. Get up there. Yeah, so whenever you see these whenever you see these black and green walls, they will give you indication that Sonic can crawl, either Spider-Man style or Sonic Lost World style, like this. So yeah, definitely does help out a ton. Alrighty, whoa. Okay, come on. There we go. Alright, so more rings right here. And I haven't mentioned this yet, but so right now our ring capacity is currently at level 1. So that's why we can only gather up to 400 rings. And if Sonic gets all 400 rings, he will be in maximum power, which will increase his boost, and it will allow him to run faster than normal. So now the game finally tells us this. Amy's memory tokens. Collect these heart-shaped items, Amy's memory tokens, to free Amy. Amy's memory tokens can be attained by exploring the island, fishing, and with side loop. Perfect stuff. Alright, nice. Alright, so our skill level. Our skill point level is currently at 9. It looks like we got 33 memory tokens, which is great. So by collecting a lot of those tokens, they do help save a lot of time. Because I remember when I first played this game, I remember being frustrated on this game forcing you to collect these pieces, but now in repeat playthroughs, it's gotten much easier to where there's a chance they can reward you with a lot of these memory tokens, more than usual. And you can still progress through the game easily afterwards. My God! And even after I did the exercise, I'm still tired. Like, what gives? Oh right, okay. I forgot about these signs. So there's the night logo under this challenge sign, meaning we have to wait until nighttime hits in real time so that we can be able to do this puzzle. And again, I really wish this game gave the option to switch between day, evening, or night, like in other games. It would have been nice if that was there. Alright, what's up here? Whoosh. Okay, so couple more blue seats of defense. And the rest of these are just rings. Oh my God. Ugh. I'm so tired. But I don't want to stop playing. So, oh shoot. I did not see that enemy spitting there. That's fine, we can try again. I get up there. I think it was this way. Yes. Okay, go this way. There you go. Lights with dash. Whoa, what was that one? Don't think I've seen that one there before. I'm really so tired. Whoa, whoa. Anyways, here is the Hermit Cocoa. Hermit Cocoa and Seeds. Give the Hermit Coco the red seeds of power to raise Sonic's attack, and the blue seeds of defense to raise Sonic's defense. Alright, so let's hear what he has to say. Last we meet, Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't think we've met. Just like the Coco, you have touched the digital dream. Unlike most, I know how to listen to it and hear some of its secrets. To hear it properly, though, I must keep to myself. Call me a hermit if you like. It is the path I've chosen. Have you finally seen to your levels? You mean these things that the robots sometimes drop? Indeed. I will unlock their power and pass it on to you. Ooh, okay. Oh wow, okay, so our PAL level is already at 12. Interesting. Bring me more seeds and I will give you more powers in return. Seeds of power will make you strike harder. Seeds of defense will make you sturdier. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's Sonic saying it. That's Sonic saying that. That's pretty cool. And so are you, Hermit. Oh ho ho! It all comes from listening to the whispers of the digital realm. You have wells of untapped potential, but I cannot reach them. Dang. Know anybody who can? Unfortunately. Seek out my sibling, the Elder Coco. They can unlock your inner strength. Then come back and see me. So I can be sure they did it right. I am tired and return to the I cannot speak. I am tired and return to the dream. Let me rest, child. Alrighty. Thank you, sir. So once again, collecting those Cocos is important. If you want to have Sonic at his max level. Hold up a second. Alright, back. Had to blow my nose for a second there. Okay, and oh wow, I forgot there's another one that shows up there. Alrighty. Alright, let's speak to Ames, see what she has to say. And there's a Coco right in front of her. I wonder what she plans to do with that one.
Yo, Amy. Who's your friend?
This Coco says they need to find their one true love before it's too late. They've been too shy to express their feelings, but if they don't do it now, they may never get the chance.
You got all that, huh?
I feel like the dimension I'm in is translating for me. It's strange, but feels natural.
You always had a knack for weird insights. Who am I to argue?
Well, don't you worry. We'll reunite you with your lost love.
I would think we've got more pressing issues, but again, who am I to argue?
Alrighty. Oh my god, I am so tired for some reason. I don't know if I'm literally doing my best to stay awake. I may have to take another break or something. Anyways, who is this Coco that's standing in front of us with the others right now? I'm gonna activate photo mode so I can take a closer look at him. So it looks like he's dressing up as a ninja. He's even got the sword on his back. So is he like a ninja of some sort? Because he's low-key kind of reminded me of Leonardo from TMNT. Kind of interesting. Ready? I'm gonna take another break because I'm still For some reason, I just cannot properly stay awake. I don't want to end up oversleeping through some cutscenes or whatever. All right, I'ma save just in case. I'll save right here. Ready? Gonna take another maybe 5 to 10 minute break, and I shall return. And stay chill, yo.
wonder what kind of devastation the island's been recovering from.
Explore. Harvest all you need from the island to succeed. Seek the one you call Elder Cocoa to enhance your speed and vitality. Seek the one you call Hermit Cocoa to exchange one for the other, or make him offerings to raise your strength and resilience. Use your companions to better navigate the island. Enter the purple portals to find the keys and resources you need. All will aid you in your journey.
I've been making good progress. I wonder how Amy's doing. I've been making good progress. I wonder how Amy's doing. like there's a Chaos Emerald nearby. Better grab it.
Alrighty, I have returned. I am still not done streaming yet. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do this challenge mission. I might as well have to end the stream a lot sooner. that I wanted, since I'm just super freaking tired. Okay. So I'll probably just wait until I get to the later point. Jeez. Okay, you already know what. Oh jeez, okay. Alright. Nearly the 3-hour mark. Oh my god. I think I might have left for nearly an hour or something. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to call it though. Oh my god. I'm just way too freaking tired. Alrighty, so yeah, I'm gonna save right here. Alrighty, so anyways everyone, I'm unfortunately gonna have to call it because I am way too tired. Like my body just does not want me to stay awake for some reason. Like I just don't get it. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to call the stream. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get plenty of rest or something. I'm gonna have to I cannot speak. I'm probably gonna have to get plenty of rest or whatever. Cause no matter how many tries I've tried to stop myself from being tired, it's still winning anyway or whatever. So yeah, I will be streaming and I will continue my playthrough of this game. Probably next week or probably I don't know, probably later this week or something. And hopefully I'm in a better I'm in a much much better mood. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for this playthrough. So for the next part, we're gonna continue going through Kronos Island. Hopefully find all of the challenge. Yeah, hopefully find and complete all the challenge missions, and this map will be 100% complete. Yeah, so I will be streaming tomorrow. It's gonna be Mega Man ZX Advent, and I'm not sure what I'll stream on Friday, but I will provide some updates to you all. Anyways, hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, depending on which time zone you're in. And I will see you all tomorrow. So peace out, take care, and stay safe.